and welcome to another episode of R&R. Today we're going over Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, Chapter 29, the Lost Diadem. Sorry. This chapter, Harry, Ron, and Hermione are back at Hogwarts, finally. They come over with Neville and they see all these people that are in the room requirement. All these different people that have decided to stand up against the Death Eaters, against Snape, against Carrows, against these people who are fighting what they know is the truth. They're this awesome ragtag little group. They're led by Neville, who is just awesome by this point. He's been attacked, he's been physically harmed by the leaders. His grandmother has been mistreated, and she was awesome too, and didn't take any slack and got away. And they're almost sounding like they want to kill Neville or put him in Azkaban or something by this point, because he's becoming such a hassle to these people. So he went to the room requirement along with other members of the DEA, starting to take up the spot and just rally together. Hogwarts has turned into a very bad place. The professors hate it. The kids obviously hate it. They're even saying that Umbridge was better. Right now, discipline has gotten terrible. And for those of you who really know what Umbridge did in the books and stuff, yeah, to say that means a lot. But our kids have faith in this chapter, and I love that. And they're rallying with joy at the return of our trio, particularly Harry. Like, I knew you would come. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. And it's this faith. And it's just really cool to see. And initially, Harry and company don't want to be able to tell them what they're trying to do. They're trying to find a Horcrux off of Ravenclaw and stuff. And there are Gryffindors, Ravenclaws, and Hufflepuffs in the room. Finally they get to this thing where we can ask. They're not going to give everything away. They're not going to say it's, Horcruxes or anything like that, but they're asking the group, do you know of a very special object, something that is of power and importance to Ravenclaw? And they talk about basically a tiara, crown of Ravenclaws that's been missing for, ever. But they're still fine with it, and Harry goes with Luna up to the Ravenclaw common room to look at a model of it, basically, and see what it is. And Ravenclaw has a very interesting way of entering, where Gryffindor, to get inside their dorms in common, you need to answer a question. Ravenclaw, not answer a question, you need to know a password. Ravenclaw, you have to answer a question, sorry. And the idea in Ravenclaw is it's all about the learning, because if you don't know the answer, you wait. And that's a really cool concept, and it's really cool to look at Ravenclaw when you think about it. Sorry. Sorry again. Because you think the intelligent, the ultra smart, that's what Ravenclaw is, but it's more than that. It's people that use their mind and learn. It's about the gaining of knowledge and wisdom. And I think that's what makes Luna an awesome Ravenclaw, because on the surface you wouldn't think of her as a super brainy type. She's off in her own little world, but her mind is always exploring and wanting to know things and gaining knowledge and wisdom. And Luna has such a wisdom, really. She has this heart, and her wisdom is about understanding people and looking at the world in that way. And that's a different form of wisdom, which is really cool. Harry and Luna, however, get caught by Carl, and it looks like some badness is going to happen in the next chapter. Getting back to kind of symbolically, and maybe this is grasping a bit straws at the point, but this is really the beginning of the end of the story. This is the beginning of Harry's major fight against darkness, this part of the story. And it's kind of interesting when you see that it's the beginning of his interaction with the people of Hogwarts once he's, for lack of a better term, as I did with Shell Cottage, joined his ministry, his adult ministry. It's interesting that at the beginning, he's starting to involve the people, but he's still living in a secret, kind of like you might look at the Gospel of Mark, because Harry is a Christ figure. And the Gospel of Mark is the first gospel written that's pretty well established with like 90% of commentators. And in Mark, Christ is doing things in the world, and he's going out and he's ministering to people, but he's very secretive in Mark. There's a whole just theme going on in the book of Mark about keep things quiet, it's not time to talk about it. And here at the beginning of his adult ministry, Harry is starting to open up to the other people, but he's still secret. His fight against evil is there, and people are aware of it, but he can't reveal everything because it's not time yet. Okay, so that was chapter 29. I will see you soon for chapter 30. And we're pushing towards the end of this guy, and the movie is so close. And I'm going to put a link for Pottermore's announcement from J.K. Rowling. It's still somewhat ambiguous for what exactly it is, but it's like an interactive thing, and it should be fun. Right now the website's not open, but you can put your email on it, and a handful of people will be selected, I believe on Harry and her's birthday, to get to play with the site ahead of time. If not, it's, I think, this fall, or very late this summer that it's opening. Okay guys, I love you, God bless, and I will see you soon.